Broadcasting live from the Albay PIO News Center, providing you the most exclusive news update from all over the province. This is News at 12. In the local scene, the Provincial Youth Development Office of Albay has reiterated its commitment to supporting the youth following the approval of an ordinance institutionalizing the office as a department under the provincial government of Albay. According to Rondonsi Ricafort, PYD officer, the office has already initiated numerous programs and supported various youth initiatives despite its limited scope. With the office's institutionalization, Ricafort pledged even more excellent support to Albay's youth sector. Provincial Ordinance Number 04-2025 establishes the Provincial Youth Development Office as a permanent department under the Albay government, enhancing its capacity to support and address the needs of the youth. The ordinance passed by the Sangguniang Panlalawigan ng Albay strengthens the office's role and allows it to operate with greater authority and impact. This initiative aligns with Republic Act No. 10742 or the Sangguniang Kabataan Reform Act of 2015, which mandates the creation of a youth development office in all provinces, cities, municipalities to enhance youth engagement and empowerment. In other story, the Albay Park and Wildlife urged pet owners to take extra precautions to ensure the safety and well-being of their furry, scaly, and feathered companions as the summer temperatures rise in Albay. Key recommendations include keeping pets hydrated with fresh water, providing ample shade, and limiting outdoor activities. The park holders emphasized the importance of recognizing signs of overheating, such as excessive panting and lethargy, and seeking immediate veterinary assistance if the symptoms occur. Specific advice is provided for exotic pet owners, including maintaining proper temperatures for reptiles, ensuring a moist environment for amphibians, and offering extra water for birds. For domestic pets, suggestions include providing cool treats and ensuring regular grooming to manage excess fur. It also encouraged all pet owners to safeguard their pets this summer proactively. In the national scene, following the controversy over the country's national budget, the Supreme Court today ordered Representative Stella Luz A. Kimbo, chairperson of the House Representatives Committee on Appropriations, to attend the oral argument on April 1. The petition filed to challenge the constitutionality of this year's national budget, Republic Act No. 12116, also known as the General Appropriations Act 2025. The Supreme Court mandated that the Senate and House technical working groups attend the oral argument. In connection with Sections 10 to 11 and Section 7 of RA 11223, or the Universal Health Care Act, the discussion is anticipated to center on whether RA 12116, also known as the 2025 General Appropriations Act, violated Section 15, Article 11 of the Constitution. In addition, it will address whether the 2025 General Appropriations Act breached Article 6 of the Constitution, Section 25(1), and other matters about the national budget dispute. In other story, House Assistant Majority Leader Judah Sidre of the Tingog Party believes that Vice President Sara Duterte is benefiting from the lack of progress in the impeachment case filed against her in the Senate. Sidre emphasized the importance of holding corrupt government officials responsible. Sidre stated that Duterte will have more time to avoid scrutiny and accountability if the Senate does not take action in the impeachment proceedings. Isidro emphasized that the House of Representatives has already fulfilled its responsibility by carefully investigating the accusations against Duterte and ensuring there is enough evidence in the impeachment case. The congressman noted that the public will not know the full scope of Duterte's alleged breaches until the trial begins. He implored the Senate to end the holdup, carry out its constitutional obligation to establish the impeachment court, and handle the case impartially. In response to mounting public pressure, Isidro urged the Senate to end the postponement and proceed with the impeachment trial. In other news, the Senate requested the Supreme Court that it be excused from submitting the comment on Vice President Sara Duterte's plea to have the impeachment charges against her overturned. Citing the Constitution, which expressly instructs the upper chamber to convene as an impeachment court to hear and decide cases involving impeachable officials, the Senate, through its legal counsel Maria Valentina Cruz, filed a manifestation ad cautelam instead of the required comment with the High Court. According to the 1987 Constitution, the upper chamber is the only body with the power to decide impeachment proceedings. Hence, it is unable to comment on the petition that the Vice President submitted to the Supreme Court. On February 5, the Senate announced it was going to recess for the 2025 elections. The House of Representatives filed impeachment allegations. And in the news outside the country, the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs is planning to cut more than 80,000 workers from the agency, according to an internal memo seen by Reuters, drawing condemnation from military veteran groups and Democrats. In a memo to senior agency officials, Veterans Affairs Chief of Staff Christopher Zyrick stated that the agency's objective was to return to just under 400,000 employees in 2019 that would result in the layoff of roughly 82,000 employees. The memo instructed agency employees to collaborate with Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency, a tech billionaire, to accomplish the changes. Two objectives were listed: eliminate waste and increase workforce efficiency. The anticipated layoffs of Veterans Affairs will affect a department that cares for one of the most cherished groups in the United States, its war veterans, and their scope is significantly larger than the cuts suggested at other federal departments. And finally, in the news outside the country, Chinese Premier Li Qiang said they would battle to the finish in all types of conflicts, including trade and tariff warfare, and also declared they would raise defense spending by 7.2%. They wish to demonstrate that their economy is unaffected despite the possibility of a trade war with the U.S. They are also consistently luring foreign investors to their nation to allay concerns about the U.S. trade war. Remember, the United States levied a 20% tax on China's goods shipped to the United States, whereas Canada and Mexico slapped a 25% levy. And that's all for the news at 12, March 7, 2025. We'll be back next week for more news updates. Thanks to our news writer Albay PIO and Dan Roquion. And on the technical side, Chad Bobbies. Of course, our Provincial Information Officer, Mary Luduca Castillo. And under the supervision of our Governor, Baby Glenda Ongbungao, I am Greg Hallare. Thank you for subscribing.